And we are back
for more adorable cuteness.
Oh,
and
you guys watched it, so we're gonna be playing it one more week. I think we're like halfway through anyway.
I think so too. It's at a 5 to 6 hour game, but I feel that's if you do everything, unless there's just like 8 more maps that pop up after we finish the 4.
We are kind of doing most of everything.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if this is a 3-weeker.
Maybe, yeah.
Especially because we're doing mostly 20-minute videos. So.
True.
Yeah.
True.
We went to the moon. Yes, I believe we've seen this.
I think we have too. I don't remember this.
Oh, it was just a cutscene animatic?
Okay, then we need to just do
it wasn't even a whole level?
All right.
Okay, well then. Let's move on.
Let's get into the wrong stuff.
Sam and I were looking at it, we're like, I swore we did this, but okay, bring the bomb to the spaceship.
Yeah, I was confused because I didn't remember that little chop marker.
Yeah. Okay, it makes sense now. I thought it was like an animated storytelling style, like game.
Who knows? Boom! Boom!
Are you gonna drive it, buddy?
Oh, cool! You guys are just leaving, destruction everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Potholes for everyone.
Do we gotta blow up this wall?
Yeah,
we
think
gotta blow up this wall. Come on, all of you get in there. Oh, jeez, God.
Yeah, they're just gonna pick everything up.
Boop. Boop, boop, boop.
There you go.
There we go. Boop, 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 boop.
And try and take that guy out.
I forget how to play. Hey. There we go.
Everything's going bad.
Guys, I am dying.
So this alarm
tired.
actually reminds me of something. So maybe you guys know, but Evo happened this weekend or previous weekend. I don't know. I don't want this just launching. Anyways,
it happened a while ago.
According
to when this goes live.
According to when this goes live, it's been a while since Evo. But for me, Evo was just 2 day ago.
Diego.
It's Diego. It's been a Diego since it's been a Diego since Evo.
Oh jeez.
And for those of you that don't know, Evo is a large fighting game tournament that happens once a year in Las Vegas. And one of these years, I am definitely going.
You ought to, man.
Every year I always forget. I want to play with my brothers because if I go without them, they're gonna be pissed.
Your family does a lot of the
fighting game stuff.
I
got all my brothers into it pretty early on. I was like, dude, Evo's so awesome, and we love the giant bombcast. And one of the things that the lead guy Jeff Gersman is into is he's really into fighting games, and they would always talk about Evo on the bombcast. And I've always liked Street Fighter. I've always liked Marvel vs. Capcom because I like Marvel characters. I love the art direction.
Yeah.
I just liked how Street Fighter Alpha looked. I've always liked Bangus's art style. He's been one of the more influential artists on me. Bangus is also known as CRMK. He goes by a lot of code names. I did learn his real name a year ago, but I don't remember it.
Bangus.
It was some random person on Twitter. It's like, oh, and this art's like, that's his real name? The guy is super secretive. He's like Dr. Seuss. Unless you're really trying to find out his name, except even more secretive, you almost never learn the dude's real name.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he doesn't have websites. I mean, he's a freelancer now. He worked for Capcom for years, did art for Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Street Fighter Alpha. I think he worked on Street Fighter 2. Like, he's a very prolific artist in Capcom. Easily one of my favorites, but that's how I kind of got into fighting games because I just liked how they looked. I always thought the art direction for Street Fighter was way cooler than Mortal Kombat, which is one reason why I never really got into Mortal Kombat.
I get you.
I mean, you look at
understand why we head that way then, art style wise.
Because I mean, Mortal Kombat was just live action before. It was just
it was I don't know what you would call it, but it was definitely
it was rotoscoping, rotoscope pixelization of characters. And it's cool. Like the tech was cool at the time,
type of deal.
Yeah. But I didn't start watching like live action TV shows minus Star Wars, which I know is a movie. Before you guys rage in the comments below, yes, I know Star Wars is a movie.
No, I don't know.
But in terms of live action stuff,
I don't know, Sam.
There was the Page Master.
You might not know.
And that was only partly live action. And then you had Star Wars, and that was it. And until I started discovering what Law and Order was, who's Sam?
I can't believe you went to Law and Order from.
Dude, Sam Waterston's my boy. I love Sam Waterston. But yeah, that was on TNT all the time, and I believe I was in college, and it was kind of, I was on a new schedule at that point because I had classes 3 days a week, and then most of the time I'd be at home.
Yeah.
And what's on on at 12 in the afternoon.
Well, that's
when you don't feel like
the
doing
time to
homework
be
and
watching
you're hungry,
TV.
That's the time to be watching TV because you gotta do shit later that night. And it was always Law and Order on TNT, and the more I watched, the more I was compelled by that stuff. I'd always liked detectives because I always liked the Great Mouse Detective and like crime storytelling.
Well, that part makes sense to me all day long.
Yeah,
because like the animation style and everything.
Right.
I can't get this stupid.
Yeah, Great Mouse Detective was kind of my intro.
Leave it alone.
Law and Order, which kind of led to this kind of cascade and stuff. I got on such a huge tangent. I don't know where I was going for.
I know what I was gonna go for, but
go what you were gonna go for, and then I'll try and remember what I was going to go for.
I was gonna go for saying that I'm super tired today because oh god, did we set the bomb?
Yeah, I think you did. I know I was talking about
gather up all
fighting
these
games,
lasers,
but I don't know why I got into a live action tangent.
Oh no!
Oh no, stop them.
Yeah, because they're about to kill everything.
No, that sucks.
Yeah, guys, hold on.
I'm glad you're playing this.
Hold on, guys.
It's so much
no, they destroyed it.
It's so much more enjoyable watching you play it than me.
I had no life left. I was gonna say I'm super tired because I went to bed super late last night. Then I heard that everyone was getting shadow banned on Twitter and stuff.
Shadow banned?
Yeah, they're getting shadow banned and stuff.
Did I get banned?
You might have.
I might have. Do I still have a Twitter?
Yeah,
Let's find out.
I think you do.
No, Babish,
But,
I don't want to talk to you right now. I'll listen to you later.
I went to go to sleep and I had like no hours of sleep. And then to make it all better, Jen wakes me up this morning and she's like, "Oh, I'm banned off of Instagram. My account got like totaled. It was told that it was disabled or something like that.
Weird.
It was disabled.
Mine's still around, which is nice.
Yeah, mine is too.
I'd be bummed if mine wasn't there. I'd be like, damn.
Well, she
all
lost
my students follow me on there that have graduated and left my classes.
Yeah. She lost a bunch of images and stuff. So she was like, "What the fuck?"
Are they saved on her phone?
I mean, like some of them are, but not all of them are. Because like you're like, well, I have a thing where that saves it. Why would I?
Why would I? Yeah.
It's a smart thing to do, but that's not always the case for everybody.
I mean, that happened to me though. One of my phones shit the bed, and I'd taken a bunch of pictures when I did the drawing event at libraries, so I lost a lot of those sketches.
Yeah.
And I might not have posted some of them, but it's still a bummer to lose a bunch of that, like those memories. Man. Yeah, it is. Every now and then I do like to go through my photos and see what I was doing when I was doing it.
Well, so the problem is that she went to go look up how to fix it.
Yeah.
And I guess Instagram's run by Facebook or some shit like that.
Yeah, Facebook bought it a while ago. We will get back to Evo, by the way.
Yeah, we will. But I guess because it was bought up by Facebook, Facebook has this new thing where they're like, "Oh, let's verify that you own this account. We need you. Yeah. We need you to go ahead and
please give us your social security number."
No, it was even weirder than that, dude. It said to verify the account, here's a code. Take a selfie.
Try and get those benches up there.
And send the selfie to us with your face fully visible.
Wait, why would?
Yeah, I'm like, that's your fucking verification?
I don't even have I have one picture of myself on Instagram, and that's it?
Dude, it sounded sketch as fuck, so I'm like, don't do that. Let's look into it further.
Yeah, that sounds like someone hijacked your account and kind of messed around with it and then got you banned.
Yeah, well, I was up all night, so I would have seen that. And she didn't get hacked or anything by anyone.
Oh,
nobody posted anything.
Weird.
So I was like, wait, so what?
Why would you get banned?
Why the fuck did you get banned? We're trying to figure it out. But I was up because as soon as she got up this morning, which I had slept for like no hours previously.
Yeah.
She was like, "Can you help me out with this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can, but
I'm also not cognizant
I'm also
right now.
I can't look it up, babe. I'm sorry. Like I'm dying right now.
I will help you after I fall asleep after we finish recording."
But yeah, it was just fucking weird, dude. So that's why I'm saying I'm like
that is bizarre.
My voice is probably a little lower or a little bit more calm at least. What the fuck is going on?
The only thing I can equivalent is back when we used to play Final Fantasy 11. They had just done a patch, but I didn't know about this, where they required you to reset your password.
Yeah.
And I freaked the fuck out.
Is that like the temp password one?
It was like temp password, but this is way back in like 2004 2004, 2005. I think I was still in high school. And I texted the leader of my S team like, holy shit, I can't log into my account. And I'm freaking out because if any of you have ever played an MMO,
oh yeah, that's
losing your
hundreds of
account-
hours.
That's hundreds of hours of play.
Easily.
And 11 isn't a game you come back to.
No, once you lose your stuff,
back in-
you
yeah.
lose your stuff.
Back in the day, you lose that account and you're like, you have to make a really life-conscious decision like, do I even...
That's the time where you're just like,
Consider?
I quit.
Yeah,
quit.
it's a 99% I quit function where it's like, man, I love playing with you guys, but I can't do this again. I had, I think, a couple of 60s, hundreds of hours into that game. It's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I mean, 14 I think would be a lot easier if you lost an account because you can level up to 80 and get a character back in, like, back to shape.
Yeah, but what
within...
about all your money, your cool items?
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if you did, that would be a game where it's like, all right, I'm not going to obviously go after everything I had before, which sucks. All my mounts and stuff are gone. Bada. But if you want to just play the game, you're like, all right, a month of playing this again, and I'll be back to not where I was, but enough to still be able to play current content. So not too bad. 11 back in the day, forget about it. You're looking at maybe like 2.5 years of work just to maybe get too close to where you were.
That's
real lifetime. But luckily, after freaking out for a solid hour because I couldn't log in, after talking to our fearless leader, they said, "Oh no, don't worry about it. You just gotta change your password." They did it. They did a reset. I was like, "Oh, thank Christ." Because I went on to play that game for another 2 years or something after that.
SDS. MSDS is Material Safety Data Sheet, so I guess SDS
Well, it's like a
safety data sheet.
If it was an SSD, it'd be a hard drive. So let's just flip that D around.
Solid state drive.
So it's a solid data state.
I like how I barely beat it, and that's my gold one.
Yeah. That one's probably ridiculous. It's supposed to be ridiculously hard.
It was decently hard. No.
The nice thing about those ones is the parameters are usually so high that to get gold is like you just gotta beat it.
What the fuck is?
You have to throw probably those things at it. Maybe.
Whoa!
Can you jump on the pop?
I don't know. I'm trying to get my
Bounce.
guys. Oh,
Hold
help,
E.
guys! Help! Okay.
Oh, you just stand on it.
Okay, I get it. Well, so you can't have like a massive crowd size then, because then it gets too crazy.
Right.
But I need to hit the fishy fish.
Swinging around like a Mega Man X
fish?
villain. Actually, you know what? That's worse. I should be saying Link to the Past. If this is a homage to anything, that's a Link to the Past thing.
Is it like a?
Remember the
fishy
chain
fish?
guys?
Oh, I can't hurt them.
Well, you know how you're spinning the chain.
Oh! Yeah.
That's very. Remember in Link to the Past? It's like the second enemy you fight. You start swirling around the chain ball.
God, it's been so long, dude.
The beginning of Link to the Past is forever etched in my mind. That was the second game I remember playing. First one was Super Metroid. I still stand by the fact you should stand on this platform that Super Metroid and Link to the Past probably still have the greatest openings of video games, period.
Is that
in terms of like giving you like an emotional like atmospheric sense, like the atmosphere in the beginning of those two games is so
what the
done.
fuck?
Crazy. Okay, so you take massive damage if you're not on the little...
Yeah.
Okay.
So what, do I gotta take down the fish? Because I can't seem to hit the fish.
Can you chuck those things at it?
No, it doesn't lock on. I'll try again.
Yeah, try and see if you can get a little bit close and just start chucking.
It doesn't lock onto him, and the balls don't
even if
hurt
it's
him.
not locked on, maybe still try and throw something
Never
at
had anything. Oh, jeez! I've never had anything not lock on.
I know we've never had anything not locked on.
Oh shit!
But...
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And maybe it's time-based.
Like these ones...
Oh, wait. This is how you hurt them. Look it.
Yeah, this is the only way, but it just seems like after a certain point, you get kind of goofed up.
Yeah, I think you're just outlasting them.
Okay.
I don't think you have to do... Because if there's no lock-on, you're probably right. You probably can't hit them with stuff.
Yeah.
I really wish I knew I was talking about Law & Order and how it's... Oh, it was because of Mortal Kombat. The reason why I brought up the live action stuff is I just didn't care about live action for a really long time, and then when I got to college, I started watching old noir movies and really started getting the live action stuff, but
and
even...
you're like, wouldn't it be great if we could live this life?
But even today, like, 90% of the time, for me... I will always choose something animated over live action. It's not that live action is bad, but there's an extra element of appreciation that I get from watching animation because I know how it's made.
I understand that, yeah.
And I just love dissecting the art design and art direction. There's just another level. There's another meta level for me. Where with live action, So if the storytelling's not up to par, then I haven't got anything. If the storytelling's not up to par in animation, at least there's beautiful animation, so I can kind of get with that.
I get that though. No, honestly, like I get that.
That's what I said to myself for Kingdom Hearts all the time. I was like, man, the visuals are really great, but man, this storytelling is being real subpar lately.
Yeah, this shit sucks.
Maybe they'll pick it up.
Oh god.
That was the most disappointing thing about that thing. You see all the plot lines, and I see the story structure. I'm like, damn, if they just stopped it right here after Birth by Sleep and just did one more game after that to finish that story, people would have gone and been like, no, it's a pretty good video game story. A little crazy, but for the most part, like, no, it still makes sense.
I don't know how to hurt them from here.
I think you're out of stuff. You got to get those chain balls. That's the only way to hurt them, is so you got to just swing that around until
I was swinging it, and I guess they disappeared because I ran out of like attacks.
I think if you get a little bit of distance, maybe. So you
well, I also know now like how it goes too.
Yeah, no,
so
you
it's
should
like,
be
okay.
Fine.
I can spend put most of my people on these.
But yeah, that's why I didn't get into Mortal Kombat, but that's one reason why I always stuck to Street Fighter, and I always like Guilty Gear because of that as well, even though I never really played it very much. But I didn't really start getting into fighting games until I guess it would have been college-ish. I'd always played them, like if I was at an arcade, I'd play them. Or my friend owned a ripped copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which was my favorite fighting game for a long time, despite how broken it was and how bad it was. I didn't know how to do combos. I didn't know quarter circles.
Dude, I never learned fighting games or any of how that works out because I didn't have like brothers or sisters or anyone.
Brothers never taught me though. Like I'm the one that got into it. I just decided.
Yeah, but I mean like fighting against anyone else. I didn't have anyone to like fight up against. So
I played
what the hell do I do?
Ton of Melee. Like if I was talking about a fighting game that I played consistently, my neighbor, who I used to spend pretty much all my time with when I was a kid, like when I was hanging out with somebody, we'd either be playing Smash Brothers Melee, and obviously not competitively, we'd just be playing with items and kind of messing around, but still trying to win. But we played Smash 64, Smash Brothers Melee, we put hundreds of hours into that game. It was either that or it was Halo. Like we pretty much bounced between that and then Cruis'n Exotica.
Yeah, I mean, you told me about Cruis'n Exotica. Halo's pretty fucking cool. Like that's one of the ones you can play on your own for the most part. True. But there's only so much solo fighting I think you could have gotten in the day. Well,
Halo was also the problem of my friend Brian. He was too good. He was better. He was better than everyone else at FPSs.
Absolutely.
And the problem was we'd have teams of 4. Like, so it'd be me, my older brother, our other friend, Brandon, who would come over.
Goddamn Brandon.
And that would be our kind of team. And that would kind of be it. But you'd always have to be like, what team is Brian going to be on? Because Brian's the better player.
Yeah.
And if you stick me with Zach, I'm going to lose. Sorry, brother. But I'm going to lose.
Sorry, brother, but I'll forfeit you for a fighting game any day.
But Brandon was really good friends with Brian, and they were from the same class, and they were the same age, and even though they were only a year older, it's like they kind of always wanted to be on the same team. And who wouldn't want to be? You were always winning. Of course you want to be on the team that wins.
Hell yeah.
And my brother's not bad at video games. He's really great at platformers.
He's just kind of sucky.
He's just not very good at first-person shooters.
No, I totally get that. Generally, the people who are good at first-person shooters are not as good at video games. Now, I'm not saying that as like a hit piece or anything like that. But oh my god, I didn't get the indicator.
I don't think Brian even plays video games.
But I think most of them spend a lot of their time just doing, like the one or two. God damn it.
I always think that's a sad state of affairs. I get that life happens and you can't play video games when you sometimes get older, but I feel like it's also like a conscious decision. It's like, you never play at all? Like, never?
Well, there's some people who just don't get the time ever.
That's true. But this guy doesn't have kids. So like I'm just like,
oh well then fuck. Get your shit in order, boy.
And even when you have kids, I feel like that's the greatest thing about once your kids are older. I feel like, dude, I'm just gonna play video games with them.
Oh yeah.
That sounds great.
That sounds awesome.
I still like the same games. Like I still play Mario. I still play Zelda.
The only reason I would ever have kids is so I can have a healer in an RPG or an MMO or something.
That's how it works. Have children. I was talking to our friend who is also, who we've known for a really long time, played Final Fantasy 11 and tons of stuff with her. And she had to,
have a kid,
She had a kid, but I forget what the situation was exactly.
With the kid?
No, but the kid was on the side. And I was just saying, You know what you need to do now? You just need to give her the controller. Just let them play for you while you go get what you're doing. She's like, no.
Just teach them how to run a macro or two.
Exactly. Because she didn't want to go AFK and get logged out of the server because Storm Shadowbringers had just come out, and if you're AFK for too long, it automatically kicks you.
Yeah.
I'm like, just give it to the kiddo. It'll be fine. They'll move around the stick.
Hell yeah.
You'll be good. So you know my husband's gonna kill me. It's like, you know it's inevitable, right? You're a gamer.
You're a gamer. He
games.
has to accept that your kid plays games too.
It's gonna happen. I don't care that she's only 5 months old. Time to get her started. It's time to start the trend because you know it's gonna happen.
You need to put her into that Evo circuit, yo.
Exactly. We're not talking about stupid things like training them for golf or football or basketball. We're talking about real shit.
How to balance their shit.
We're talking how to get into the StarCraft 2 scene.
This
That's
is
what
how
we're
you
talking
do
about.
it.
Raising that child to be a pro esports player. To rival Ninja, except by the time she gets old enough, Ninja will be like, what?
Ninja's gonna be
He'll be 21 at that point or something like that. I don't know.
So he's like 12 right now, right?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm pretty sure that's Nanja. Nanja's like 12.
Yeah, Nanja's like 12.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nanja, how do you think that whole like him going to Mixler thing is gonna go?
I mean, he lost most of his base on Twitch already, I assume. You know, like, what's it matter? Let him go to Mixer and be a big boy again.
Yeah, it's...
You know, I mean, I know he was a big boy before. I assume he's still a big boy. So, if he thinks that's the best move, fucking get your money, kid. Do it.
Yeah, good for him if he's getting paid.
But I have no idea what the whole context of any of it is, so it's kind of hard to say personally.
It's funny, we're in such a weird state now because streamers are such a new concept. The idea of like how long a career you can have as a streamer is so unknown. It's not like an NBA player or a basketball, like not an NBA player or a football player. I was supposed to say the two are the same things. Where you like, where they kind of
they kind of
have definitive athletics stats for like how long you can be a pro athlete.
Well, you
on
can
average.
It depends on the game too, but like usually you don't see anyone over like 25, 27. Oh, geez, dude. Being a pro athlete for a pro esports player because
fighting games are like
because you need to have like that super fast reactionary speed and shit like that, you know?
Yeah, I think it's like a combination of just like not having the reaction time anymore, and then also
what? I was getting hurt by the smoke shit.
Weird. But I mean,
I thought
Bonshan, who won Evo for
is this my only
Street Fighter,
again?
I think he's like 36.
I mean, yeah, there's still going to be outliers and stuff, but generally, like, you won't be hired on to a team or be, like,
fighting
become
like
famous at 36.
Are, like, the weird exception. Because even though it's fast reaction times, so much of Street Fighter now still is just, you have to know the meta.
And the ocean got slightly saltier.
And you have to just be, like, a chess player. And if you never get bad at chess, you only get better at chess, you know? The more time you spend with it, the more you know, wow. Yeah! Come on, Rise. Get that fish in the sea. Eat him up. Serve him like calamari.
Go back in. We need you to get larger to feed our massive riot crowds.
Eat those ocean Dorito chips.
Didn't know you could swim without flapping your tail.
Yeah, the crocodile looks like he's wearing one of those fur hats from Russia.
With the,
Gracias,
I was going to say fez, but
Thank you for sending us to...
It's not a fez, is it?
Reykjavik. Wow.
Reykjavik?
Reykjavik.
Oh, I guess, yeah, it's probably like...
Damn.
Probably like Russian,
That was a great intro. I had no idea we were going to Russia. All right, boys and girls.
we'll see you guys next time. Beep, bop, boop. Oh, man.
In Russia, we eat clams with fists.
You eat clams with fists, or you fist clams?
We fist clams until they open up their delicious morsels.
Are they still raw?
They are raw.
You
Russians only eat everything with the R word.
You throw fists
raw,
and they open up?
Potatoes, tomatoes,